Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off.
Set to advance on the front.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
First and 10.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, You ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Fires left, and is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to the ground. Fights off a defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd down, going up top. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. It's still 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Incomplete, and the defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 10 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly complete.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Spits it out to the back. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Oregon 14, Ohio State 7.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Oregon 21, Ohio State.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Working that left side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion at time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Blum making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Quick strike complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Ball in the air, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 35 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're trying to get to it. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Moss. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of run. Just keeps moving. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Sayin. He's got it and still on his feet. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
defense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Bulls his way forward. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Trying to pick up a first down. Surging forward on the sneak. Game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Fullback's got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Trying to get to him. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Thurman.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them.
The expressway is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a first down for the offense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The hand to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's right on target. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Rides to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gonna take a shot, and he makes the grab at the 20. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers.